Oh my God. All right. I don't know if that went through. I just sums up my week so far. Just OBS decides to remove the mic. I don't know if you heard any of the stuff I just said, but it's been a real hell of a week. Just everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Rains, it pours, blah, 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 blah. So I haven't been around the last couple of days. Unfortunately, I am missing all kinds of opportunity, and I am I'm pretty agitated about that, but I can't really do anything. Yeah, man, jeez. Car problems, biz problems, life problems. They all love to stack right in the same right at the same time, don't they? Oh well, who cares? Y'all don't give a shit about that. Let's talk about some markets, and there's plenty to freaking talk about. This one won't be super long. I got to get ready for some stuff here in about 30 minutes or so. So we're just going to try to blow through this, even though there's a lot more than 30 minutes to talk about, that's for sure. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Bitty bits. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This looks terrible, guys. There's no way to sugarcoat this. Even in the last video, which I guess was Monday, we were like, okay, we're bouncing, it's okay, but we're just in this we're making lower highs still. And every time we just got up into the 35K area, as of like the 4th of July, it just is getting faded. I mean, we're like bearish resetting now. We have fully bearish reset on the 458 time frame, and on top of that, we have a engulfing candle that takes out the bodies looking left all the way back until the previous time that it broke down below this horizontal. And I mean, yeah, there's this little hammer type candle right here, but this sucks. This is pretty bad. If the daily closes anywhere pretty much below these bodies, that's going to be real shitty, and I would look for a test of 31s, thousands. And any closure below this red horizontal 3250, I mean, I as I've been saying, I think that really opens up the doors to significantly lower prices. Easily, I think 28,000 test and probably lower. I do think that really opens the door into probably around like 24K, and ultimately I don't think the bleeding will stop there either. I think it probably will go all the way down to 16 to 18,000 if the bears really want to get this party going. We are right here on the Mama Weekly, so that's like the last thing that we've got to hold on to. And the 55, there is 3 days left. But as it's standing now in these lower time frames, it does not look good. This is not sexy. 3 days closing today too, and it will have a body close below all of this business with only one previous one below it, and that would be on the 24th of June. So this does not look good. This is actually a pretty shitty chart. I've been away from charts for a hot minute too, so I'm just trying to digest a little bit of this as well with that live action. I mean, yeah, we got this nasty monthly chart, and it looks like we're getting continuation, man. The high time frames don't look good. The low time frames don't look good. The only thing that's good is the weekly mama might give us a little bit of support here, but I don't know. I don't like this structure. I mean, I didn't like it back here. Price accepting. The market was accepting price on the lows. That's not good, and bulls could never even get back above 41K. That's garbage. That is terrible. And they just keep getting worked down. Now price is being accepted even lower on the bottom of the range. And it just doesn't look good, man. There's just nothing. The only hopium is this little hammer candle. But, dude, price, I think any price from here now, anything, I don't care what time frame it is, microsecond, no, I'm just kidding. Pretty much any wick below, I think, this 32.5 area, it's going to get real fugly. So, pretty nasty market. Let's see what futures are doing. Actually, I got to take this over real quick because I need to log in. Oh, God, what have they been doing? I do not like some of these new updates that they have made on TradingView. It's like, let's keep it the same for freaking ever and ever and ever, and then let's change everything in a month. And you can see, oh yeah, one thing, look at this. Once more again, this damn trend line, y'all. This thing has been beast mode. Just absolute beast mode. It looked a little bit better. I mean, and it's kind of trying to do something here, you know, but this daily that closes in what, like a couple hours? Yeah. A little over a couple hours. If it, I mean, this is just not sexy, man. It's even about to close a daily below this previous spot, and so like the only support that you have is the 31K area on the body's recent structure, and going back here, you've got this little like 30K bounce off. But we're not even like bulls aren't even able to like engulf any of these dailies. Like they're weak as hell. Like they did back here. There's a little bit of momentum. Like right here, there's one. Here's one, and here's one. But look how weak bulls are right now. This is terrible price action. I don't like anything about this. Yes, a few days ago when we did the video, it was like okay, which was the 5th right here, holding on to this, and that was okay. But I mean, it's not okay now. We got new information, and this is a body. This is a body closing below this structure. This to me is showing that bears are getting a little bit of an upper hand at the moment. But I mean, and the futures just look awful. I mean, we are squeezed right up into this apex of this little bullshit mini triangle. But I mean, dailies below 21 EMA just is shit. It just sucks, man. We just don't got, we ain't got no love for bulls right now. I mean, Ethereum is just getting mollywopped today, down almost 8%. Woof. Shit, I mean, this is about to start shaping up as a little relief liquidation break before continuation. Swift rejection at that 2400 area. I mean, and now we're engulfing the past week or so of business. It's not good. 458. Oh man, yeah, this maybe there's some love right here, kind of like on actually no, not like Bitcoin's chart, but maybe, but I'm not going to put a lot of weight on this right here. No, I mean, this is not looking good, guys. Maybe we can get some love around 2100, 2000, somewhere in there, but it's looking pretty shitty. Futures. Pretty shitty. Not really. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is like this was looking great coming into early this week, but then today we just got bears just came in and said, no, not today, man. And we took out all the EMAs. I mean, this is a reset. Now we got to wait for a whole nother bullish reset for long ideas. And man, yeah, anything back, I think anything back below like 2100 on Bitcoin, definitely like 2080. I think anything back below 2080 really opens the door to like the 1800 handle. This does not look good. I mean, look at this. There's nothing bullish about these charts, man. I don't see how people are like still holding on to the hopium. I just don't understand it. No, I actually do. I've been there before too myself. You know, I'm definitely by no means a perfect trader, but yeah, there's just nothing bullish, man. Look at these just grinding on the 21s. I mean, we're about to reset too on the daily. We get a close below 127 on the daily. We're gonna fully reset for bearish continuation. And I mean, like a lot of these charts, they don't have support for a little while. You know, like if we zoom out on Charlie. I mean, look at this gap. I mean, there's not even really good support to like the 90 handle. So, you know, and like a lot of these look the same. Like, look at ETH. Like, what? There's nothing up here. This is all sucker zone, man. Like, there is no real players up here. There's no business, man. So if this loses again, 1800. What is this bottom here? Oh, it's not even 1800. It's like 19. We'll just call it 19 flat. I mean, you're talking like easy 1850s, and then after that, the next major support zone is like 13, upper 13s, like 1400, we'll just call it. So pretty brutal, man. Pretty brutal. CNBC is bullish. Are they fucking really? What's up, Scott? I don't watch that garbage, but that's hilarious. Buy the dip. Yeah, okay, CNBC, because y'all's track record is impeccable, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this price action, though. I mean, it's trying to close above this horizontal, which is very important, but the fact that it's even just coming back to test it is just not sexy for bulls. And Bitcoin futures look sick, dude. They like this chart. Like if we flip this, let's do the bullish bias buster. Like if we flip this and you just looked at this, you'd be like, "Oh shit, man, this is good for continuation right here." You're like, this looks good for probably filling this gap up here. Man, maybe about. Oh wait, we're on a flip chart, and that's like 24,000, right? But if you look at it this way, it looks like it wants to go fill this gap. Like it really does. Any closure on a daily, like I said, below that 32, especially 31K, I think that just immediately opens all those doors. Except I don't think it'll stop at that gap. I think it'll go past that gap. If bulls would have to be extremely powerful right there to defend that, and they are not showing any power at all right now. Like zero, zilch, nada. ETC rolling back over. Yeah, I mean, this is terrible. This is not looking good, man. Another rejection right at the mama. Higher time frames. Let's see. Yeah, nothing there. Let's zoom in. Yeah, just bearish resets. Bearish resets abound. XRP lost its support here. Yeah, I mean, this XRP is officially very bearish, sub 65 cents now, 66 cents. Terrible. Same with XLM, terrible. DOT's already been looking terrible, so it probably still looks terrible. Yep, pretty shitty. I mean, look, where are the bulls? There are no bulls here, man. There's some people, oh, how could you be bearish on Bitcoin and crypto? What is wrong with you? I don't give a shit about the tradable, really. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin's cool and all that, but, I mean, whatever. It's not replacing or doing anything that cool yet. Not like everybody would make it seem, right? Anyway, it's still, I love the idea, don't get it wrong. Crypto's awesome, all that kind of shit, but just blindly being like, oh, whatever. Yeah, I mean, just kind of flat line in here. I guess DOT kind of actually isn't. It already looks shitty, so I guess it just is continuing to look shitty. ADA, man, about to break this major horizontal. We closed below $1.36. I'd be looking for 120s. I mean, especially with Mama Bear's posture. I mean, dude, these all stink like resets. Continuation patterns. Like this is like they were doing okay at first, but then when you roll over like this, we've got new data now the last couple days. I mean, this sucks. This is not good. A talking blockchain mascot. Ask Blockchain. Is that like Ask Jeeves? Is that like some new shit? What the hell is that? Oh, you're talking about the CNBC guy was all like pumping that shit? Ugh, gross. Yeah, BSV probably looks terrible too. I mean, yeah, it's look at this. Getting slapped. Just continued slapation. It looks terrible below 150s. Don't even care about it below 150s. XMR, dude, yeah, breaking down too. I mean, they were trying to make these patterns, man. They really were up until today and yesterday. Like, I'm still getting caught up on some of the price action. Like I said, I've had a rough week, but yeah, I mean, this looked okay, and now it's just getting bearish reset too. Shit, dude, this is not good, guys, for bulls. This is not good. I mean, where's even the support on this guy? All the way down here in 70s. BSV BTC, it's gonna look like butthole too. There's no hopium to be found, bro. Nothing. I mean, if I guess I could really push it and be like, it's kind of trying to get this going, but dude, there's no, I think I'm not bottom fishing. I've been in 90% cash for over a month now, and like I don't see anything yet where I feel comfortable putting on a lot of risk, and I haven't either. Like almost wanted to do some Monero a few videos ago, but then I'm just being real patient because man, if you've been around, I know you've been around, Scott, for some cycles, and Bitcoin gets fucking mean. Crypto gets mean, and you're like, but it's already down 62%. And like, what does that mean? Did you forget about this back here? Here's 65%. Oh, look, and then it did another 75% for a total of 90%, 94% at the ultimate wick low or shadow low here. Now, could you make an argument that the monthly is still trying to hold on here? Yeah, maybe. Like kind of. But I think that's a real big push when you don't have any support on any other time frame. Nothing. No other time frame. Monthly here too, and like we've talked about long-term charts on Bitcoin too with monthlies. Like whenever the monthly just even comes to the 10 simple, it's usually stalls out for months and months, like probably a year before anything happens. So will this time be different? I don't know. Those are always not always, but generally those are famous last words to your P&L. Dash, I mean, this is terrible. There are no bulls on the daily. It's literally been the same garbage since all the way back here. We were talking about we need Bitcoin to do something on the daily and get some daily sexiness going. And it just never happened, and it hasn't happened since this rollover. Like, you could maybe argue this little blip here, but not like you can't really, because you look at the RSI. Look at this shit. I mean, could there be anything more obvious than this? This is like the simplest way to read this bearish kind of posturing that we're in, right? And that shit goes all the way back to here, man. So literally from this peak all the way to here is just no momentum. And you're like, yeah, but dude, it pumped 50% from there. Well, yeah, and then look, it immediately gave it all up, and it's recycling now. Now, I mean, to be fair, I guess it's not super incredibly bearish yet. We still are above 30K, and until we get a daily close below 30, you can't really put that full bearish hat on. But right now, it does not look very good. Dogecoin, man, Dogecoin has looked like garbage. Garbage chart. Yeah, that last candle over here on the 5th, we did not like that one. And now we're just getting continuation off of it. I mean, maybe there's like a 618 here. Yeah, we're pretty much right at it already, around 20 cents. Dude, anything below 20 cents, this thing's coming back into the mid-teens. Hex even looks very shitty here. No bullish momentum anywhere. What if we zoom in? No, this looks like distribution on that ass is what this looks like to me. But it's right around the 618, 762 range here. So until this gets back above 9 cents, this thing is iced up too. And really, I mean, dude, with Bitcoin looking like Bootius Maximus, like, what are you going to do, man? Like, what are you going to do with this garbage? Range traded, I guess. Yeah, I mean, the range is lower, though. The range isn't what it used to be back over here. Now the range is barely like 32 to like 35, I would say. It's like it's compressing for sure. There is a gigantic move coming out of this, so there's at least that. You know, maybe you can catch some of that whenever it does happen. Let's flip over to equities. Man, look at this. Volatility flashes, baby. That volatility don't be bullshitting, does it? It doesn't imply direction. So, you know, there is that. But look at this. Just mega beast mode candle. Almost 2% today. Is there any warnings of that? Oh, yeah, there actually was. Dang, see, I wish I was doing Man, sorry. Yeah, the videos, we could have caught this for sure. This is a setup that I really, really like for shorting into. We've talked about it on the channel a bunch of times. You make some highs, get a little sell-off, then you rally up again, but you lose the momentum on both of the oscillators in that rally. And you kind of, it's pretty much like a bearish divergence kind of setup, but it needs to kind of line up with these exponentials here, the gray lines. And when they come right up to it and then immediately get rejected, these are usually really good short opportunities when you see that kind of structure. And now, man, this actually looks pretty mean. Yeah, that's a beast mode candle right there. We cannot ignore that at all. It did close above the 10 simple, so that's like the best thing that the bulls did on that. So just gonna have to hurry up and wait on this one. This is damn. And you know, there was a couple things like we talked about on Monday that the Dow Jones Transportation Index sucked and it wasn't getting no love. It was not agreeing with the rally. The Russell clearly didn't agree with the rally since last week. Pretty damn. Wow, the Russell just sold off 6% to the peak to trough. Whoa. Whoa, damn, right? Okay. Yeah, shit. This actually is pretty. This is some decent damage, technically speaking. On, let's see, what do we got here? I guess technically we have a little bit of some divergence right here. I mean, but it is really small. I would not put a lot of weight on that. The Dow, funnily enough, while it did dip pretty good, it jumped all the way back. I mean, look at this horizontal that it came right to the T, right by the mama 21. So this is an interesting candle. Dow has looked a little bit shittier than the rest of the market the last week, but this is actually a decent reaction by the bulls with the structure here. The only thing we don't have is no DMI love. What about the 3 hour? Yeah, 3 hours pretty bearish still and struggling at that horizontal. So the lower time frames don't look super great. Weekly barely holding on. Let's see how tomorrow closes. NASDAQ, what did it do? Kind of same as ES here. Look at that, almost right to our target. Look how close that is. 14,950. And what do we hit? 14,888 pretty much. That's close enough. Very beautiful run there. Unfortunately, I didn't take a good chunk of this trade, which I should. We're talking about it on the damn stream for way too goddamn long. Especially when this candle just broke out above these ranges. I mean, nothing's 100%, but I mean, that opened up the door to tag this fib extension. You know, pretty much gave it like a 70+% chance. And here we are, rejection though so far. Dow Jones gapping down. Something is broken in the transportation industry. I've been shopping around a lot the last couple of weeks, is getting some different things done, and I've heard it a couple of times now. One was at Harbor Freight that even that place looks like, I would say about a quarter of it was empty in my area. I'm in Austin. And about a quarter of the store was just completely empty, nothing on the shelves. And I asked the employees, I was like, what's going on? They're like, man, we're having trucker problems. They're going on strike. They don't really know why. So I don't know, man. There's something really freaking weird. And another thing we even were talking about on the show that was very, very odd was that the banking sector, kind of digressing here a little bit from the main, but like the banking sector started selling off at the beginning of the June. I mean, look at this shit. Now, are these buy the dips opportunities? I don't know, dude. Look at this. This is just like breaking down. Regional banking down 13%. Basic XLF, which is like everybody's, like 8%. Wells Fargo getting smashed on. They're just closing people's accounts. A friend of ours, that just happened to him, which is pretty weird. Wells Fargo is a garbage company. I don't know why people put money there. But hey, to each his own. It's your money. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. I used to use them about 8 years ago, and then for my business, and they started charging me when I was depositing cash, and I was like, well, y'all can suck it, moving my money somewhere else. And they're like, oh, well, that's it, we're dead. Dude, there's no excuse for that, depositing cash and you get a fee. Yeah, you can suck my balls. Plus all their fake accounts they're making. I mean, this company is, terrible. Yeah, even look at this. These weeklies. This is gross. Like, this is stinking of wanting to come back down into the 30s right here and test maybe mid 30s. I mean, very interesting with the banks. Another thing too we were looking at yesterday was oil. Oil stuff was not having it either, as long as energy was rallying really hard. And we're just going to look at a couple of the sector services. Look at this, all the way back here, and oil rallied that whole time. So oil was doing this. Oh, wait, not that. Oil was just steady grinding like this. Looked pretty nice, right? But everything else in the sector was not agreeing with that. You know, even the big companies like ExxonMobil, and then you've got, where's this other big one I want to look at? XOP. I know you're on here. I know you're on here. What? It's not on here? That's shocking. How do I not have it on there? I don't know. Well, whatever. It's on there now. Gas exploration peaking out, triple topping pretty much, rolling over. Now, this is kind of confirming. I mean, we're barely holding on here, but just the point was, I just wanted to bring up, there was a lot of stuff that just wasn't doing great. Now, there are some things that are doing amazing, like Amazon is at all-time highs. I guess when Jeff Bezos decided to step down, the market was like, oh, finally, Snake Man is out of here. Pretty weird. I don't think a lot of people expected that for when Bezos stepped down. I don't know, kind of odd. But, oh, damn, NVIDIA putting in a topping type pattern on a daily so far. If that creeps up into a weekly, NVIDIA might be looking at some significant selling. A little early to really tell all that. We need confirmations of these breakdowns. But just as I was kind of fanning through some of that stuff, oil acting weird, the transportation index acting weird, which we actually did get a full-fledged sell signal back when this happened on this little cluster right here from the Dow theory strategy. And so is that still intact? It looks like it. Look at this. In this big rally. Oh, I just noticed this. Look at this. In this big-ass rally. Now, it looked great engulfing. You get follow-through with these. That's nice. But look what the problem is here on oscillators. Look at the bulls. They couldn't even get halfway into the neutral zone before they got rejected. And now they're making a new low, and they're in the weak zone as the bears are re-entering the power zone on this big-ass rally. I mean, this wasn't no bullshit rally. It's about 5%. Even that 5% wasn't enough to flip these oscillators and get the bulls and at least staying in the neutral zone. They're already getting rejected. So, pretty gnarly, man. Pretty damn gnarly price action here. Not too great looking. Oil. Is oil trying... Oh, look at this. Oil's bouncing off of its trend line. Support and cross. Let's see. Yeah, here's an example of volatility flashes with a little bit of sell-off, but not, nothing substantial. That ain't shit, 1%, whatever. But you can see that it didn't mean that it was going to sell off and continue. It went up, but it did keep going up pretty good though. It went up another 5% to be fair. So again, I'm just kind of showing that because it's not a directional indicator. Bonds. This was the thing on early in the week show we were talking about. Could be hinting that there's going to be some sell pressure. And now we're above this horizontal. We did get rejected from the daily 200. See what happens there. But, man, if the weekly starts just chilling here above, or the price just starts chilling up here above 162, I'd be very, very cautious for long equity stuff. Damn, notes finally catching up this week too. Man, ripping face off. That means TNX is dumping. Yep, dump fest 3,000. Dollar's staying bid, which is interesting. Kind of coming back to retest its previous high here at like 92.20. Not really much there. Just kind of grinding on the EMAs. Nothing too crazy there. Ooh, brutal close for DAX today. This is ugly. Oh, man, this is really ugly on DAX. This has me a little bit nervous that there's going to be further downside coming up here in markets. It literally just sliced through every shorter-term EMA. Yeah, this looks pretty bearish below 15.5 now. Damn, Shanghai kind of getting rejected. Starting to make lower highs on the daily. Hasn't made a lower low yet in this top structure above this consolidation box. We'll see what happens, but not great. Gold kind of trying to stay bid here, right around 1800. Nothing really new about that. I think the biggest thing I noticed a second ago and I was fanning through stuff was GDX. GDX is down like 2.5% today, so that's interesting. GDX is down so much when the precious metals themselves really didn't move that much. I mean, all things considered, 1%, or not even 1% on any of them except for palladium. Doesn't really mean that much, but look at this, rallied right into the mama horizontal, getting rejections so far. And this is steep as hell. Usually don't like when they're this aggressive. These usually do get faded, so gotta be a little bit careful on that. Interesting that the Gold Bucks index, is this updated though today? No, it's not yet, so we don't have that new print yet. Rolling over on daily. Yeah, man, so markets are not looking so sexy right here. They are definitely not looking good. And if we zoom in on the 7-minute crack time frames, yeah, I mean, these got bearishly reset on everything earlier this morning. Yeah, shit. This looks bad, guys. This looks really bad. This is not good. No bueno. 2 hours, maybe market can do something with bitty bits, but I'm not a fan of any of this price action right now. No, sir. No, sir. I didn't expect even to see that either. I thought, we'd just be kind of stuck in the range, but we do have a little bit of new info today. And that info is Bitcoin's going to zero. No, I'm just kidding. It definitely could be going to lower targets, though. I'm not kidding about that. Especially if this daily closes below this horizontal right here that's been very well respected for a while. And then if we get an open and close below it, which could be tomorrow, and an open and close means the whole body is below it. The whole body of the candle is below this line. So you can see we did get one here and here. Now these were both hammer candles off of big sell-offs. But we technically did. But if we get an open and close that is white in my case here, or red for most of y'all, unless you're in Japan, then yeah, if we get an open and close down candle below this horizontal, yeah, I mean I'd be very much expecting a breach of 30K. All right, I'm just looking at something real quick on my other computer. My computer. All right, I'm going to be signing off here in a second, so if anybody wants me to look at a ticker real quick, please throw it in there. You got a few minutes to get that in and requested while I'm doing some management over here. Yeah, that sucks, because that means today I'm probably have taken some heat because I haven't been able to do anything or be by my computer and manage anything. Yeah, not surprised. That one's been doing shit. Although not as bad as I thought it would be. There's probably... Oh, no, that one looks okay still. Intel kind of looks shitty. Hershey still looks okay. This one's gonna... Wow, this somehow looks okay. That kind of sucks. That one kind of sucks. Planeteer. Maybe it gets a little relief bounce, but this thing sucks ass now. Wow, I didn't even notice that this has already sliced through all the EMAs. Yes, I'll be getting out of this on any kind of bounces. And probably just tomorrow anyway. Man, Can took a super dump today. Holy shit balls. Glad I didn't see that. Just red tape my screen or black tape it. Oh my god, vertigo again. What the fuck, bro? Fucking dying, man. Fucking dying, man. Alright. Oh. No, that's not the right one. I hope this little thing I'm going to later lets my kid come, because his babysitter just called me right at, like, literally like a couple hours before we're about to go up there. And it's like, oh, I can't watch him now. And I'm like, bruh. Like, what the shit, bruh? What kind of crap is that, man? What kind of crap is that, man? Yeah, I'm just checking my... Yeah, that's what I thought. That's okay, though. It's not too crazy. Bitcoin's about to say, you best let this bitch go, you little punk. Yeah, I did nibble on these lows over here a little bit. About low 33Ks, but looks like the market's about to tell me I better let that shit go before I get red dildos up my asshole. Up my bunghole. The market will do that. It doesn't care what you want. It doesn't care. It's like, I've heard so many people, and I've said this a bunch of times too, not so much anymore, but like, oh, I'm just gonna hold it. I bought up here, and it's gotta come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's gonna come back. Like, it's gonna be fine. You just gotta wait it out and hodl it out, and just it's cool, bro. It's like, well, yeah, okay. Maybe opportunity cost is a real thing, though, my friends. While yes, it probably is likely true that at some point it does revisit these prices. Will that be this year? Will that be next year? Will that be 2023? Nobody knows. So, I don't want to leave capital locked up for that long. You can go do other things. Whatever it is, investments. They don't have to be investments. You just go enjoy some family time or take your significant other on some trips or something. Just live life, I know everybody thinks the computer's all the whole life right now. Man, this looks bad, guys. This looks really, really shitty. I'm expecting this to break down. This does not look good. No bueno. Even on the 3 hour. Let's zoom in on the 1 hour. We can find some hopium. Let's get it. Oh, look. Here it is. Neutral zone. All in. No, I'm just kidding. Just joshing, man. Definitely not going to do that. Let's go look at the screener. Was there anything that actually was badass today? 6 matches. Oh, yeah. Healthcare is still wow, healthcare actually is resetting there. Johnson & Johnson pumping. Oh, god damn it. They better not be getting ready to revamp, like, lockdown stuff. That's one thing, too. Wow, look at this one. This actually looks pretty damn sexy above, like, 290. That's a pretty good-looking chart. Amgen actually looks really sexy, too, above, like, 240. I'm putting that on the watch list, boy. That one looks okay. Yeah, but we were looking at it the other day with some CV stocks and how, look, Regeneron has been ripping faces off for the last month or so, a little longer. Pretty interesting. Anything else rallying? No. Just barely holding on. CVAC, pretty fugly across the board on those. Tesla, hey, Tesla's holding up. Well, I guess it did open down and then ended up rallying pretty hard, but yeah, funky pattern. Look at this distribution on that ass, boy. Damn it. Yeah, whenever you see a pattern like this, some kind of flag or pennant or whatever the hell you want to call it, top of the range shit. I mean, whenever the range breaks, it's done, man. Like, don't... Like, yeah, of course, anything can happen. It could flip back up. But the odds are not in your favor anymore that this is going to get continuation. And that was this candle back here. You know? It's like... Just keep it simple, man. Kiss, baby. Man, a lot of stuff selling. Look at this bullshit. Woof. Yay. Oh, I'm just kidding. Jeez, already down. What is that? A lot? 30-something%? Yep. Arc rolling over. Maybe it's getting a little love here, but pretty freaking fugly. GME. What are you doing, GME? Selling off pretty good. Terrible. Cost, terrible. AMC, hey, it's trying to base out at like 38 bucks. Funny, market dumps. Who needs like shorting in VIX and volatility products? You just buy meme stocks as your protection for your portfolio. Duh. Gosh. These hedge funds just got it all wrong, man. FOMO is getting faux fucked. Actually, not faux fucked. That's for real. That's actually happening. Fizz still kind of holding on. I do like that it's holding on to this mid 40 level. So as long as the markets aren't being stupid and just going to keep selling off. Oh, that was the other thing we were looking at too was, oh, sorry about the beep, was builders. Look at this. We were looking at this on Monday, I believe. Or maybe we weren't. Shit, I might have been looking at it with my friend yesterday when we were about to do a show, but I couldn't. Just like I said, this week has just been full of surprises. But yeah, look at this. Builders all the way back since May. Man, nothing. What's going on with that? And we can see that in real estate tanking, right? Look at this. And I had a couple realtor friends tell me too, stuff staying on the market longer. And yeah, it is summertime, so that does happen in the summer. People go on vacations, and then latter part of summer, like later this month and into August, people start buying again because like, oh, I got to get into this new school district for my kid, blah 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 blah, whatever. So maybe this gets bid up and rallies a little bit into the end of summer here. But I mean, these are significantly pretty fugly charts. I mean, you can I'm just kind of scrolling through all of these. Here's like a ETF that encompasses lots of them. And this is a downtrend as of May 7th. Lower highs, lower lows. Take out 66, probably goes to 60. But just, not really targeting or care about the TA on these right now. Just the fact that it's been rolling over and looking like garbage for a hot minute. I mean, even back here, look at this. Look at that, 25%. KB Homes is down. Well, if everything's so amazing, then like why? What? That doesn't make any sense, right? If houses are selling like hotcakes, which they seem to have been. What the shit? IYR is the one that still looks the best. It's just ranging of 104 and like 100 pretty much. XLB builders terrible. Look at this. This rollover, mega rollover. There is a little bit of support though right here at 80, but it's still pretty fugly though. Just kind of bringing up some more interesting things of the markets. That there's some big signs, like some holes, man. The housing and the finance charts are my biggest concerns in the bond chart. Those three right there are a little bit odd, and they have been a little bit odd the last week. And it looks like maybe that's coming to fruition a little bit. I don't know. Just like Bitcoin, it's like it's almost looking super, super bearish, but then the bulls actually stepped in, I guess, on equities, so it's a little bit different for them. But on the lower time frames, though, structure has been broken. And, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much busted until we get back above, like, 43.30s. You can probably use, like, 43.35. 4333? It would probably work, too, somewhere in there. Yeah, I mean, look at this, too. Even on the daily, we barely got into the power zone for a day. for one stupid single day. I was like, yay, here we go. And then volatility flashes come, and then this happens. And now we just got to digest some more because these lower time frames are getting a little bit bearish. For sure. So we don't want that creeping up in the high time frames. Or maybe you do. Maybe you're bearish. And you want to short the shit out of the market. So more power to you. Oh, man. I think that's it. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I already did it longer than I wanted to. All right, guys. Much love. Final super quick thoughts. Bitcoin looks like garbage. It better not close the daily below here. If it does close the daily below this horizontal, I would look for a wick. Or, I'm sorry, a tail or shadow. Man, and that shadow better stay above 30K. I think any price action period sub 30K is going to get fugly. All right? Be careful out there. It's definitely warranted to be very cautious right now. Do you want to buy this dip? I'm not buying this dip. And the only reason I'm not going to buy this one, I mean, I bought it a little bit back over here, but now that we have new data and this 458's engulfing all of this business going back to June 27th, nah, I don't like that. I want this to reset before I think about buying some more dips, because right now this looks heavy. This looks heavy, boys and girls. Lower highs, see? Lower highs, lower lows. Fuck, man, we make another lower low, which is that 30-ish K area, I will definitely be shorting into bounces on that. All right, guys. Careful out there. It's a little bit wakey. The waves are high. Shaking a little bit of people's feathers. Man, big. Look at Ethereum continuing to sell off. Oh, my God. Bleh, 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 bleh. One thing, we'll see if anything is actually not selling off. There's always something, right? Oh, yes, and it's the Covenant, or Covenant, I'm just reading it. Oh, yes, the Content Value Network. You always know that they're going to be kicking that ass. And stacks, dude, hell yeah. There's always some garbage coin at the top here, for sure. Looks like it's killing it in the last week here, up 2,600%. That's hilarious. All right, but bitty bits, don't you be closing and even wicking below 30K, or it's probably going to get real bloody out there. But that's okay, guys. Just as we were talking about here, we want that daily reset, and we can get back in whenever that happens and feel way more comfortable, because I do not feel comfortable holding lots of exposure here at all. In this structure. No way, Jose. No way, man. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's Wyckoff accumulation. Well, maybe it could have been for a little bit, but it's starting to look pretty ugly unless the bulls literally do something in the next, like, 4 or 5 days and make a higher goddamn high. Like, it's got to at least do that, not this sloppy, every time we go into a new range, it just starts getting slapped on the low end of the previous range. That's not sexy price action. All right, that's enough. Y'all get the point. Much love. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. I'll definitely be doing a or show tomorrow live during market hours. So look for that. That'll probably be around 10 o'clock Central Standard. Outside of that, much love. Peace. I'll see y'all guys later. Z-Rex out.